I still remember my first morning in Taiwan. I stepped out of my dorm expecting a normal walk, but within seconds, scooters were everywhere, left, right, even diagonally. It felt like a scooter apocalypse. The streets were loud, full of engines and movement, yet everyone around me looked completely calm. Then I walked into a local breakfast shop. The menu was covered in Chinese characters. People ordered quickly and confidently. The auntie looked at me and asked, 要吃什么? I froze. I didn't know what to say. Later, in a convenience store, I heard a warm voice say, 欢迎光临. That simple greeting surprised me. It was loud, friendly, and sincere. At that moment, I felt confused, excited, and overwhelmed. What I didn't realize then was that these moments were not just personal experiences. They reflect a bigger social issue many international students face, culture shock, and how communities respond to it. Today, Taiwan welcomes over 100,000 international students each year. They come from all over the world to study, exchange ideas, and build their future. As campuses become more international, new challenges emerge, and culture shock is one of the most significant. Culture shock is not just emotional discomfort. It affects academic performance, mental health, and a student's sense of belonging. That makes it a community issue, not just an individual one. A university is not only a place of learning, but a community that must support its members. This digital story explores how campus communities respond to international students experiencing culture shock and why this matters in Taiwan. Anthropologist Karl Oberg describes culture shock as a cycle of 4 stages: honeymoon, frustration, adjustment, and adaptation. In this video, we will explore each stage through real experiences from international students and what it truly means to understand culture shock.
The first stage of culture shock is the honeymoon phase. Everything feels new and exciting. Night markets seem magical, bubble tea tastes amazing, and people appear friendly and welcoming. International students often feel optimistic during this time. Community support is also very visible. Universities hold orientation programs, student groups organize welcome events, and local students volunteer as buddies. However, as time passes, the excitement fades, and challenges begin to appear. The frustration phase is usually the hardest. Language barriers become part of daily life. Many students rely on translation apps. Slowly, language barriers turn into social barriers. Academic culture shock also appears, as students may not fully understand what professors expect. Social isolations becomes common. People are polite, but relationships can feel distant. Daily life, such as dorm rules or housing issues, add stress, and students may feel homesick and begin to doubt themselves. Then, the adjustment phase begins when students receive more support. They start to understand daily routines, social rules, and classroom expectations. Mistakes still happen, but they become learning experiences instead of sources of anxiety. Students also begin to form more meaningful connections. The final stage is adaptation. Students feel confident and comfortable expressing themselves. Taiwan begins to feel like a second home. At this point, many international students give back by helping new students, joining organizations, volunteering, and sharing their own cultures.
In this section, we hear from other international students. They share their struggles and what the community can still improve.
For me, it's just coming to Taiwan, this language is kind of difficult. The first month, because the last 10 years, I haven't even spoken one Mandarin sentence. Yeah. So coming to Taiwan is, even though I have a little bit of basic, it was the most difficult to having to just kind of like starting to speak Mandarin. Yeah. So one thing I felt a bit disappointed is that I wanted to find a Chinese class to learn Mandarin, and the university didn't really help me to find one. So I feel like I'm a bit excluded from the Taiwanese community.
To address the challenges of culture shock, solutions must come from both individuals and the community. For international students, preparation is essential. Learning basic language skills before arrival can reduce daily stress and build confidence. Keeping an open mindset and accepting mistakes as parts of the learning process also helps students adapt more smoothly. However, individual effort alone is not enough. Universities play a critical role. They should provide clear academic guidance, especially about classroom expectations, participation styles, and communication with professors. Ongoing support matters more than one-time orientation programs. Language support, counseling services, and peer mentoring system can greatly reduce isolation. Local students and the wider community also make a difference. Simple actions such as starting conversations, inviting international students to activities, or explaining unspoken social rules can create a strong sense of belonging. When support continues beyond the honeymoon phase, culture shocks becomes not a barrier, but a bridge to growth and mutual understanding. Culture shock is not just an individual journey. It's a community responsibility. When students struggle alone, it becomes a social problem. But when communities respond with empathy and support, students do more than adapt, they belong. A multicultural campus does not happen naturally. It is built through care, communications, and shared responsibility. Thank you for watching, and to anyone experiencing culture shock right now, you are not alone. You are learning, you are growing, and one day this place may feel like your second home.